Hey guys, so we are continuing on with our use of different textures with typography, and in this case we're going to be talking about using halftones with your text. So we're going to create an interesting little design that I saw on Behance using our halftones. So let's go ahead and bring our type tool out, and let's just type one word, and let's try to make it somewhere in the neighborhood of, say, for instance, I don't know, like 4 or 5 letters. I'll just type in the word, I don't know, skate, right? Doesn't really matter what word it is. And once again, we're going to choose a font that is blocky and a sans serif font here. So I'm just going to move these out of the way. We'll get those up later here. I'm going to choose Big Black Bear probably again. And I'll just pull this up. Obviously, whatever font you've got that you want, you can use. And we're going to go over here to Effect. No, to Type. And we'll go to Outline, create outlines, right there. Shift Control O. All right, cool. So if you wanted to, you could, for instance, go to Object and ungroup these, and then say, for instance, like move them around a little bit. If you wanted to, you could even adjust where they kind of fall and stuff, right, and things like that. Right, that's kind of neat. And at some point, whenever you're ready to kind of get all this going, you could just select them all again, and then go over to Pathfinder tool and just create a single path. Boom. Neat. Okay, so let's go ahead and just grab this, and we'll get our color palette over here. So I'm going to go over here to my Adobe Color, and I'm just going to pull this out here. I just found a little thing of skate things. Now, if you are, shall we say, like logged into Adobe Color, you could conceivably download these as a JPEG. But an easy way of doing this, if say for instance you find something that you like I like this one right here. We want to find 3 colors that we can use. I'm gonna hit the FN button on the bottom of my keyboard by the Windows key here, and hold the FN down and just press the insert key, and in blue text you should see print screen. So I'll tap that a couple times just to make sure I got it. And I'll come over here to my Illustrator, and I'll just Control V. That should put everything here. I'm going to find that one that I want. So I want to say it was this one right here, right there. I'm going to get a little rectangle. I'm just going to draw a little rectangle over this. And I'm just going to hold down the Shift button and select these two. And I'm just going to say Make Clipping Mask. I'm just going to clip that, whatever that thing was covering, is going to just have that hanging out right there, right? And so you notice that as I kind of hover over this, it has like the rest of this, but the clipping mask is going to come in handy later on here. So I'm just going to grab my little letters. I'll hit one of these colors here, and I'll just Control C, Control F, and I'll grab another color. Say, for instance, I don't know, this one here. Okay. All right, so let's grab our rectangle tool again. And I'll change the color to something a little bit different. And I'm going to create a rectangle that's going to cover most of this word. I'll have a little bit like left up here at the top. So I'll have a little bit here, and you can kind of see where this is. We're going to see if we can't. Let's see what's going on here. All right. Oh, here we go. We'll just once again. On the keyboard, I'll just sample this. All right, so just different color here. I'm just going to once again make a little clipping mask of this word skate. Just hold down Shift and grab the K there, and I'll go to over here to my little quick actions and find Make Clipping Mask. Because this is still is kind of hanging out here, we want this to be able to be masked later on. I'm going to go over here to Object and press Expand Appearance. That way, I kind of know for a fact that it's actually a its own little thing here. So I've got the little anchor points and stuff. So there we go. All right, so let's go over here to our transparency, and let's go ahead and make a mask and uncheck clip and grab our little mask here. And I'm only going to draw a little rectangle over like the top sort of section here, just a little bit, not the whole thing, just a little bit. So we're going to create some halftones. So I'll get my gradient here, fill, make it a gradient. I'll go to gradient options. I'll change it to, say, 90 degrees. And even though it's going from yellow to green right now, if you were to say, for instance, flip this to 90, you can kind of see that happening here. Doesn't matter. We'll go over here to Effect. We'll go to Pixelate, and find color halftones. Once again, we want these to be around 300 a piece. You know, we want them to be all the same, a little higher, like 200 to 300 or so. I'm going to make my minimum radius about 8. You can obviously do some experimentation with this, and you can kind of see the effect we're going for here, right? So I'll click on this. I'll go over here to invert mask, and let me just real quick change this to -90. There we go. Cool. Kind of see this little fade out thing happening here. So let's do the same thing we just did. Let's go over here to the green. Let's go click on our normal little mode here. Click on the screen, Control C, Control F. I'm going to hold down Control, Shift, and the close bracket to bring it to the top. I on the keyboard, I'll sample a different color. Say, for instance, this one here. I like that a lot. And I'm going to get my M on the keyboard here. I'll just draw a little rectangle here. It's going to be a little bit lower than the other one was. So, say, for instance, like maybe 1/3 of the way down, like so. Like that, and we'll just go here to fill, make it, say for instance, blue, and I'll just hold down Shift, grab this right here, and make a clipping mask. So like this, Shift, and make a clipping mask right there. And then what we'll do here is, once again, we'll grab this and go to Object and Expand Appearance, and then come over here with our mask tool, make a mask. Clip, grab the mask here, get a rectangle tool, and draw in our little mask like that. Okay, so what we'll do here is we'll just fill this up with a gradient. If our gradient window is open, we're just going to click on this little gradient right there. Boom, we've got one. And once again, we'll make this -90. Go over here to Effect, go to Pixelate, and Color Halftone. Make sure these are all the same there. And we will invert the mask. All right, so cool. Now we've got this little thing kind of going on here. We got this sort of fading from one to now. There's a little bit left over here at the top, so I might just try this again. We just go back to normal mode. If you've got anything like a long, you can leave this the way it is, or you can add something else to it. If you wanted to, say for instance, Control C, Control F, and just leave that hanging out there. Maybe just change this to like, say for instance, I don't know, something different, like one of these other colors. Like here, I'll just go with my eyedropper tool and just grab this kind of dark golden color here. And what we'll do here is we'll just make a clipping mask at the top. So M on the keyboard, draw a little mask here. And we'll make a clipping mask of this. Just real quick, just sort of select these two like this. There we go, make a clipping mask. Try this again. Make clipping mask. There we go. Cool. Got it. All right. So what we'll do here is we'll just once again mask this up, and we'll uncheck clip. Grab the mask. Grab our guy here. Let's pull this mask up slightly. Maybe make it a little bit bigger. And we'll just hit our gradient. Have our gradient go 90 degrees. And this is 90 degrees this time. Effect, apply halftones, and invert the mask. Cool. So there we go, we got it. I wonder if we could like make it go -90. Either way, that works. -90, and then just have it go. There we go. Cool. That works. Good. Cool. So it comes down like that. All right. It kind of has that same little look there. Last thing I might do, I just say for instance, go here to layers and just grab everything here. Actually, no. Let's get to normal mode. Let's just get rid of this, and we'll just go. We'll just grab everything, and then right click on it, transform, and shear it. Say for instance, -10 on the vertical axis, and then press OK. And then hey, why not just add a little background to it? So I'll just grab all this. Center it as best I can. M on the keyboard, draw a little rectangle, change it to a darker color. Say for instance like a dark blue or something. HSB, drag this down. Alright, neato. cool. I like that. So just position it, size it up the way you want it to, and export it as a JPEG. Awesome. So this is kind of a fun little thing here. Not sure if I like that all that much. Let's go through the little hue here. That's kind of fun. Neat. Okay, cool. All right, fun. All right, cool. Just export it as a JPEG and submit it to the Dropbox. Very cool. Can't wait to see you guys producing in class.